So I've been doing mining in Zimbabwe and also here in Kenya. But recently I started working with the artisanal mines, and what I noticed that there's a need for following proper safety measures. So here we are training today. We are training all the ASM miners so that they can improve in terms of safety. They can also follow mining standards and regulation. We have done the training so far, and there's very good response. We've done in the area of Rongo. Here in Migori we have done in Kabobo. Then this is the third training here in Osiri Matanda. So we did occupational safety and health training for all artisanal miners that normally touches on the OSHA Act of 2007, which is actually the Safety Act, the Safety and Health Act, which was passed in Parliament in 2007 here in Kenya. It touches on the employer and the employee. The employer has to ensure, for example, the employer has to ensure that the work environment is conducive for the employee to work, while is the employer also, the employee also has to ensure that he's working in a safe environment. So the employee is there to implement that I'm working in a safe environment. Also, the employee also has to look at the health because in mining, people are exposed to dust, they are exposed to other dangerous chemicals, they are exposed to a dangerous environment. But with the use of things like personal protective equipment, it means those employees' health is protected. We also look at the safety in places where they work, because the environment underground is actually a dangerous environment. But with the safety measures being taken care of very well, it means that employees are well protected. I also looked at the issue of ground support. This touches more on ground stability to ensure that where people are working underground, they're actually working in places that are in the ground that is well supported. There are different support measures that people can really apply to ensure very good ground stability.
We are getting a little bit concerned because we wanted them to operate within confines of law. We felt that they do a very good job because they exploit resources, natural resources, but we also felt that the people who are doing the job are part of human resource, this human software capital that is so important. And it so happens that in the recent past we have had issues relating to safety of the miners in those mines. So we got concerned, we felt that we wanted to know whether these people are all having government licenses and are they operating within confines of law. So that was our concern. We have lost a few people in those mines. At least in the recent past 6 months, we've lost about 9 people. And we have also lost some animals that have taken the water that has been used for reaching. And therefore, it gives us a concern. As security officers, we are charged with a responsibility, a mandate of securing people and their property. And therefore, we would wish that in future they operate within confines of law. The Ministry of Mining are going to issue the licenses. Then they shall also do the reporting and the safety precautions. And we've agreed that they are going to hold monthly meetings and they are going to document so that in case of challenges, then we shall address those challenges and then come up with homegrown solutions to some of those challenges before they escalate. It is good that security is everybody's business, and in the process of public-private partnership and cooperation, we want to hear from the miners what challenges they experience and how best we can assist them to elevate some of those challenges. We want in future everybody is brought on board, because we also get concerned about the mining, the strategies that they have put in place in form or in terms of individual and collective responsibility, so that as they mine, they can also do a bit of processing and therefore they get value for money as an increased value. We also felt that it was necessary to bring them together so that in the future they can come up with a strategy where they do not necessarily have to deal with cash money. They can give banks we can have circles, and we can also have agents, bank agents, so that they avoid handling cash, and that is going to reduce. That's a security concern, that it can reduce some of the thefts that have been experienced.
We had a training today on health and safety, which is very key. Minors, this is something we have been looking for quite some time, and I want to appreciate the conveners, especially the impact facility, for actually getting us this opportunity so that our minors can get to know exactly what they should do in case of any eventuality. We as minors, we have been experiencing some challenges, like the incidents we have been having like on daily or monthly basis. So this is why we thought it wise as an organization at the county level to have such like meetings, so that in case of any eventuality we do not wait for maybe the national or county government to come, but we can respond to ourselves.